Okay, guys, we are on slide 17 if you're at home. And in cluster last week, we talked about strategic vocabulary. Now, vocabulary in our class, as you've seen, gets the back burner sometimes. We do it in context and we do roots, but that's about it. I will say your iReady test had a lot of root questions on it, right? For example, biannual. What's bi mean? Oh, no, it does not. We talked about this at recess the other day. What's bi mean? If I'm driving a bicycle, how many wheels does it have? Two. Hence why after our quiz on Wednesday, we're going to be hitting those roots that we've already done really hard, and you're going to have a test over them. So biannual. What if annual means year? What does it mean if it's biannual? Not 2 years. Biannual. Annual means year. No, bi is 2. What does it mean? How many times a year? Twice a year. I used to confuse that too. I always used to think it was 2 years. Biannual means 2 times a year. What if it's triannually? 3 times a year, right? What if it's quadannually? Why not? Quartannually. 4 times a year. Exactly. What if it's novannually? 9 times. Exactly. Okay. So those were on. A lot of those roots were actually on your iReady test, which is interesting. But vocabulary, if you can know what words mean, you can know what things mean. I mean, that's just the most basic of understandings, okay? So we're going to do these vocab words from the previous 2 pages, 16 and 17. I've made it easier because I'm only asking you to define it. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the definition in the dictionary, but we're also going to define it to where we can understand it. Because if you don't understand what the dictionary definition means, are you ever going to understand what it actually means? No. So let's figure this out. Let me zoom in. Do not update. At home, you update, obviously. But this class, don't update this slide after we're done because I'm including this video on it. So we've got the word excavate. Tell me what it is.
Dig up.
To dig. We know it. It's a transitive verb. My definition we're going to write. To dig up things. That's it. We don't even have to look it up because we know it. We know them. We're going to add a little more to it. We know excavate means to dig. What's excavate mean? To dig up. This is going to be on a quiz. Okay. I am estimating that our next quiz will be Friday. Okay. For those of you that are at home, it'll be next week. So our quiz will be Friday, and not only will it include what we've had in the past, like specific questions about our passage, it's going to have these words on it, okay? All right, synonyms, dig, scoop, we knew that. Picture and source sentence. Often these objects are buried and must be excavated before they can be studied. If this sentence is given to you, you're going to have to understand what excavated means. What's excavate mean? To dig up. So every day we're going to do another vocab strategy that works with this. For just a show of hands, how many of y'all do have note cards? Like index cards? How many? Okay. It's okay if you don't. I can get them. Yeah, there's a ton, but we'll work with it. All right, artifacts. Blaine's already told us that it's things that you can dig up, but specifically, remember it gives us a difference between a feature and an artifact. Things from the past, Isaac, that you can pick up and move, okay? So artifacts are man-made items from past that you can pick up. Features, you can't. Artifacts, man-made items from the past you can pick up. Pick it up, take it with you.
Well, they won't let you do that.
True, and I have something to show y'all from earlier this week about that. So you can. Yes.
Okay. I can start testing them this afternoon.
Okay. I have a few others too from last week. Okay. Thank you. So synonyms, none. Not really. I mean, could we come up with a few? But mostly they would be examples of artifacts, so that's not a good synonym. Then the sentence it's used in. These can range from small artifacts, such as arrowheads, to large pyramid buildings, such as pyramids.
I have a question.
Hold on. Let's do preserve, then you can ask. Preserve. Now, can you give me a kid-friendly definition without looking at it first? If not, we can look.
Preserve.
Isaac. What do you think, RJ?
Given.
Okay. What do you think?
Like keep it in mint condition.
Yeah, to keep it in the best condition. So for preserve, let's say to save in order to keep in good condition. If I am preserving an artifact, I am making sure that it doesn't get destroyed. Saving it to make sure it's in the best possible condition.
I was about to say save something.
That's good. And a synonym is safeguard. That's a great synonym. Know these synonyms if there are them, because you might have some of these synonyms as an answer choice. Yes.
So, you was talking on the last one to preserve, or you can pass, and you said that it could have been like things from Arrowheads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they find the Great Pyramids, or were they already there?
They were there, but they were underneath the sand.
So
They excavate them. Now you could see most of it, but they did excavate, especially the Valley of the Kings that we saw in that movie. They excavated most of that, dug it up. All right, conserve. Conserve is similar to preserve. Ideas. All right, I should see you Googling. Yes. Nope. Yes. Save. Yep. Synonyms are preserve. So a synonym is preserve. To protect. If I'm conserving water, I'm saving it. I'm not using it as much.
I drink water a lot. That's all I ever drink.
Rigorous, we're probably going to have to look up. So let's go ahead and do our dictionary.com.
Can we do it on the...
I don't care. I know what you're going to ask. Yes.
Oh, what?
Rigorous. We use this word in education constantly, but I hate it because we don't use it right. Rig or O-R. O-U-S. Rig or us. R-I-G-O-R-O-U-S. Yeah. Except, here's what they want. Severe or harsh. Okay. So if something is very rigorous, it can mean a lot of things. In this circumstance, it means severe, harsh.
Severe, harsh, as people.
Yeah, like rules. It would be more like the discipline that comes if you break a rule. So let's do harsh or strict. How about? So if there are rigorous steps to the process of archaeology, they're very strict. You must do them exactly the way they are. Or you could break an artifact, get fired from your job, etc. Okay? Now, good synonyms for this are accurate, exact, precise, rigid, strict. Strict is one of the words that we had already for our definition. It's a rigorous and demanding discipline requiring a broad range of skills and techniques, okay? All right, today's first day, so that we're just learning these words. Tomorrow, we're going to do some flashcards. If you don't have them, it's okay. If you do, we're going to cut them in half. We like to conserve, which means what? Save our flashcards, exactly. The next day, we'll do another activity with them. Thursday, we will, and then Friday, we'll have it on our quiz, okay?
When are we going to read?
Today. 4. All right. Now that we're done with our 17, scroll to 18. We did chapter 3 last week. 19 and 20. Update 19. Yeah, do not update 18. If you're at home, you can. Update 19, 20, 21.
we even have a nice slide?
Oh, yeah. And if not, I'll add a second one. It's not a big deal.
We'll add it.
All right, those of you that are at home, I'm going to stop it and then start another video.
It only lets me up like
Then that